Hey everyone, this is Jay Soloff from Investors Alley, and this is our options trade of the week. So we're looking at Market Chameleon at the unusual options volume page to see where the action has been. It's been a relatively volatile week, and today there's quite a bit of whipsawing, so expect a lot of options action. It also was expiration day, so that also generally leads to more volume. Sure enough, there are several very large numbers here, multiple hundred thousands of trades in some of these stocks, trading quite a bit more than they normally trade. So looking at one here that has been in the news, Carnival, of course the cruise line, you can see that there was quite a bit of put activity today, quite a bit more than calls, typically a bearish sign, and this coincides with cruise lines not basically operating from the U.S. Until September due to the resurgence of COVID-19. So certainly that is bearish news on cruise lines in general, and it has been quite a popular trade for the more casual stock trader to load up on some of these cruise lines and some of the other companies that got hit really hard during coronavirus, looking for a quick recovery. But this has certainly slowed the recovery down of these stocks, and that's apparent in the amount of puts that traded today. So looking at it, it's most likely a lot of people changing their minds on holding the stock or options. So taking a look at it, you probably see a lot of smaller trades. It does seem like there are a lot of ones and two lots and five lots, but we're going to sort it by quantity here and see what some of the bigger trades were. And there weren't that many really big trades. So again, this is probably a lot of smaller traders, casual traders trading. This one here, which is very bearish, the biggest trade was a put spread, more particularly a bearish put spread, so buying the 17.5 puts, selling the 12.5 put in July, so about a month away. Spent about $1.80 with a chance to make $3.20 in profit if this thing goes down to $12.50 or below. So this was pretty much a pure bullish play, probably done to either to take a shot on the stock reverting downward, or perhaps it's a hedge against a long stock position, and just the trade here, the second part of the spread was done to lower the cost because the puts are a bit expensive because of the downside potential of this particular company and industry. You can see this was done with the stock around 1770. So again, either a straight bearish trade or perhaps a hedge of a long stock position. So interesting to see the sentiment shift on some of these stocks as the COVID news comes out. So looking at it, you can see here, obviously Carnival dropped off a cliff when the market crashed, went even lower right afterwards, has slowly climbed back up, spiked all the way to 25, and is now back down to 17. This put spread's protecting down to about 12.5, which is kind of where it was before the more recent spike. So perhaps it's a bet that it's going back down there. And if we were to looking at the options, you can see here July. Let's pull up the volume here in July. We'll probably see a lot of activity over here. Yeah, all right. So 17.5, 12.5, you can see a lot more traded than just those, but about half of them was done just from that big trade. There was quite a bit of open interest, so theoretically it could have been a closing position, but given that it was done at 1750 with the stock at about 1770, very well could be an opening position. We won't know till next week to see what happens with the open interest numbers, but sort of trade that if you want to protect your Carnival holdings or you want to take a bet on the downside. It's a little expensive, $1.80, but if it goes back down to where it was trading before the recent spike. So if it goes back down to this area here, then that could very easily get a max gain on that trade, go from 180 to make 320. So not a bad risk reward profile for that. Again, it's not the cheapest trade, but it is it probably a reasonable chance that the stock does test these lows again, given the news that just came out. So one way to make that trade potentially. I talk about these sort of strategies in my Coffee and Condors. It's sort of like a chat room type setting that we do twice a week. So if you want to check it out, it is www.coffeeandcondors.com.